the button with that right hand. You know, they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. This is a high-octane battle. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. How about that time counter shot? Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. Straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action. What do we expect to see here in round two? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. This fighter loves throwing straight power shots. Their opponent has got to get that head off the center line. That counter punch caught him clean. Well done with that counter shot. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. He threw a punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. Good counter punch. The straight right just misses. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
No doubt the career is winding down. How many fights do they have left? That counter shot lands. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Punch, counter punch. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. Incredible work rate. A lot of effort being exerted here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Straight right just misses. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Straight right just misses. And a nice left hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it?
Oh my God, Johnny! So much for defensive abilities. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
The straight right just misses. He parries that left jab away. I can't believe we're only halfway through. And down goes the artist. Wow, let's take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
The straight right just misses. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
On to the 6th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
A perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Can't land the jab there. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. Only catching air with that hook. That hook had to hurt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
punched himself out. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Beautiful counter punch. The stamina is off the charts. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They exchange punches. Straight right just misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line here.
And we enter the 8th round. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here? So time back in. Let's keep fighting. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. His stamina is off the charts. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
It's when you talk about championship material.
And there's the bell for round 9. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
There's a counter shot. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. The straight right just misses. Holding nothing back here in the round. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. The perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here. The fight is over.
Time was of the essence, and it was a matter of time when this happened.
Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight had carried on? These guys are going to have to do it all over again.
Yeah, look at that. Order block, mighty. In the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, no but ping, we bring man right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, no but ping, we bring man right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, no but ping, we bring man right, somebody shot fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Contrary ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the belt, but I punched you, never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros, I stood on the sideline, head in the hand shot, joke of the show. But they keep those hands up, swing for their fences. Oh, you're going no poorly for sure. How much do you wanna be the champ? How much do you wanna please the fans? How much do you wanna be the king? And how much do you wanna feed your camp? How much do you wanna see people chant? Swing like you got a thing to lose. It's the ESPC, beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring men right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring men right, somebody shot fling. I came from the 7 Hills, city of steel, home of the village and brilliant meals. Can't take man for a pudding, take man to Ingles. Barry have a kid on his heels. In the ring, it's gritty and real. Braveheart man put a kid on his shield. At Daft man put a kid on his. Been bad from when I was swinging on field. Left up, give him with a whiplash. Not gonna work with a sit back. Man wanna show ball over the top, send him over the ropes like Prince Snap. Send a man through ropes like Hopkins. Go mad like Mike when he lost it. I'm trying to be the best like money. Most guys don't know about boxing. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring men right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring men right, somebody shots fling. still don't lose.
Another done. All damn, just what have I become? No chance, I'm still what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was dead wrong. Flown out the way for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. Speed down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been here before, but maybe switching my roles. Cold dude, no you. Now you ain't never that. So lose, I do. I gotta run it back. Cold dude, no you. Now you ain't never that. So lose, I do. I gotta run it back. Another one time be fun. I think my aim just begun. Another one last time, please y'all. Now I ain't live to please y'all. Ain't got no plans to be through. With this whole thing to see through. And I ain't trying to be cool. Nah, I'm just trying to be true. But all I do is see blue. At least the 10 in my room. Feel like it's trying to consume. But I'm just days to refuse. Or maybe make it out soon. I assume that my doom ain't the worst of the guess what my purpose is. Start my verse, then I fall when the curtain ends. When the curtain ends, yeah, it's just back to pretend. Yeah, it's just back in the bins. Yeah, it's just back in my ends. Off in the back where I blend. Off in the back where I... Yeah, it's just back to pretend. Yeah, it's just back in the bins. Yeah, it's just back in my ends. Off in the back where I... Another one, another one, another one. Another one, another one, another one. Another one. Another one done.
Fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm Joe. Always tryna fight on by the. Always tryna fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm George. I'm coming for that dough, soon as I walk, they making noise. I'm walking through my city, they like boom, by 3-0. Knock them out in 60 seconds, like I'm using cheat codes. I just want that money, like I'm money made. I might buy my jet and uppercut, and he up on my way. With my belt, discount double check, undisputed champ. I'ma walk inside your gym and take over. I'm new to camp. Yeah, I'm new to camp. Sitting ringside with my dog on what coach flip. Underdogs coming out on top, got them so sick. 1, 2, 3, I think it's over. 4, 5, 6, he leaning over. 7, 8, they bout to ring the bell. 9, 10, pack them up like mail. It's over, 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 it's over. UNDISPUTED. I'm undisputed, undisputed. UNDISPUTED. I'm undisputed, undisputed. It's over, 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 it's over. I'm undisputed, it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over. I'm undisputed, baby.
Dolphins, stingrays, whales, oh my, and throw some boxers in there as well. We're underwater at the Atlantis. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tail of the tape. Up first is the artist, and they will have a power advantage here. He will face Jack Johnson, This fighter is a counter fighter. They'll square off as heavyweights.
If you're going to give away so much weight, you've got to depend on speed, because if you miss, it hurts from a bigger fighter.
First up we have The Artist from the United States of America. And they hold the SCI Continental title. Coming off a TKO win in their last bout, looking to do the same here tonight. Jack Johnson. He is the original, an American icon from the United States of America. They are the WBC title holder. Their last fight was a tough TKO loss.
This is going to be an intense stare before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the United States of America. Wearing the red trunks, trimmed with yellow. Here is the current Continental Heavyweight Champion, The Artist. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United States of America. Presenting the current WBC Champion, Jack Johnson.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. And that's the opening bell, round one. And he just got caught with a big right. Swing and a miss with the hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And he scores with the counter. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. The stamina is off the charts. Beautiful counter punch. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. They exchange punches. This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. Good counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell for round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
A straight right just misses. Holding nothing back here in the round. straight right just misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punch. Catch and shoot. Punch, counter punch. This fighter loves throwing straight power shots. Their opponent has got to get that head off the center line. Incredible work rate. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
On to the third. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
No doubt the career is winding down. How many fights do they have left? Can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. One punch could change everything in this battle. A lot of effort being exerted here. What a stunner! Jack Johnson goes to the canvas. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, four. Come to me.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee when he comes to close tap.
And the artist has been dropped. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? One, two, three, four. You are right.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again?
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. One round, two knockdowns, each by a different fighter.
Absolutely crazy.
Here we go to the fourth round. Both fighters went to the canvas last round. What are we going to see here?
One fighter got knocked down earlier, got back up again to knock him down. How are they going to walk back out of this into the next round?
This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Nice counter shot. Straight right, just misses. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched.
And down goes the artist. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
On to the fifth we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice counter shot. Straight right just misses. Missing with the left hook. Nice counter. A perfect counter shot. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? And that hook misses. Straight right just misses. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
On to the sixth round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. And now going for the finish. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Straight right just misses. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. Wow, so the referee is not going to stop it, and the fight continues. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Those counter punches have to hurt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
And there's the bell for round 7. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Punch caught him clean. The right hook misses. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. These fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
That counter shot lands. The straight right just misses. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. The straight right just misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. About these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight. You have no excuse for gassing out.
And we enter the 8th round. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
A perfect counter lands. That hook won't score. The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Good fight so far, both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. His stamina is off the charts. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Beautiful counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And the artist will be forced down. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Look at his corner, look for instructions. They're telling him to calm down.
That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? After so much abuse, you almost hope the referee stops it here, and he does. The fight is over.
Too early, too early. Should have let him get stuck in with it.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a club before the night's done. We want to get a full-blooded who won and who lost.
Ain't stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get them all, I want everything they got. Coming for the top, I won't stop until I fall. Me, I'm trying to ball out like LaMelo Ball. Watch me switch the gears on and wait for him to stall. They're looking all small, trying to run before they crawl. Me, I'm going all out, up against it all. You're up against the clock, up against the clock. Trying to break the doors down, you should have changed the locks. I'ma bring them all down, everybody's up. And I thrive when it's showtime, everybody watch. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, don't wanna see me win, that's cool. Yeah, man, I got this in the bag like school. They're trying to rock the boat, but the ride's too smooth. Cause I'm trying to bid the goal and the vibes don't lose. You guys are old news and your styles don't ooze. You're going head to head with the guy who won't move. Your tide goes snooze with your blind old views. Yeah, you couldn't walk a yard or a mile in my shoes. Yeah, I'ma smile all the way to the dubs. Cause what's an extra mile if you come from the muds? I'm a wild out, watch me ramp it up. Check my style out, everybody look. I'm like Gordon Ramsay, that's the style I cook. My old thing fancy, I don't give a. I ain't giving up now, till I'm living good now. Won't stop until I'm at the top, so high you have to look down. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for comeback. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given the task, it's overpowered, I'm fully prepared. Fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know that aim rain's heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculated. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman. See, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries. Before the events I would practice while it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know why they ain't clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gears. Enemy, where art thou? There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like it can't shout. I'm getting even 4 to 3, I'm like a calm count. But you can